We don't know each other, but something brought you here. Maybe it's that nagging feeling that time's slipping by. January 2025, the first month of a brand new year, is almost over. And if you're not careful, this year will blur past, just like the last one. You've consumed enough, another video, another idea, another plan, but information alone won't change your life. It's time to build. Most people waste years waiting for the right time to start. So in the next 3 minutes, I'm going to show you how to shift from consuming to building. No complicated formulas, no fluff, just 3 principles that, if applied today, will get you ahead of everyone else by 3 years. One, build for yourself first, not for applause. Scrolling, reading, and watching are easy, you're gathering knowledge. But here's the real question. Do you understand why you're consuming what you consume? Look closely at what excites you. If you binge tech tutorials, maybe you're drawn to coding or building. If you follow fitness creators, maybe your strength lies in motivating others. Your consumption habits are a map. They're showing you your interests and strengths. Instead of endlessly consuming, start using that input to guide what you build. Too many people quit because they don't get likes, shares, or validation right away. But here's the thing. If you build for applause, you'll burn out. If you build for yourself, you'll grow. One of Mr. Beast's early videos was just him counting to 100,000 for fun. That wasn't about clout. It was about testing his limits and doing something ridiculous. That curiosity, the desire to push himself, is what made him great. Your interests aren't random, they're clues. And the sooner you turn those clues into action, the sooner you'll find your path. 2. Fear will always be there, but action shrinks it. Let's be real. Fear will always whisper that you're not ready. But here's the truth. Confidence doesn't come before action, it's built by action. Mr. Beast didn't start with viral videos. He started with awkward, low-budget clips that barely got views. No one talks about his day one, when he filmed himself counting to 100,000. But every awkward video made him better. By showing up, he turned fear into skill and became one of the greatest creators of all time. If you're waiting until you can create something flawless, you'll be waiting forever. The people you admire didn't skip the messy beginnings, they grew through them. The only way to get past fear is to start messy. And yes, your first attempts might suck, but they'll suck less the more you show up. If you've been waiting for the fear to disappear, it won't. But the second you take action, you shrink it. 3. Someone else is starting while you're waiting. Every second you wait for the perfect time, someone else is taking action. They're not smarter or more talented, they're just starting. Remember, every creator you admire had a day one. Kobe Bryant had mornings when he missed more shots than he made. Steve Jobs had ideas that failed, but they didn't wait. They used their setbacks as fuel. Meanwhile, the world is full of people who kept waiting, convincing themselves that their dream needed more planning. Don't be that person. Every day you wait, someone else is moving forward. The only way to close the gap is to start now. Hey friends, you've consumed enough, probably more than enough. But input alone doesn't move you forward. Output does. You can't win a race you never start. Think of your brain like a glass of water. If you keep pouring without drinking, it overflows. All that wasted input becomes noise. Every piece of knowledge you take in should be followed by one small action. Love watching productivity videos? Create your own system. Obsessed with workout tips? Design your own plan. The point isn't to be perfect, it's to produce. Here's the truth. The fear will still be there tomorrow. The distractions will still tempt you, but so will the chance to create something real. You've consumed enough. It's time to build, not for perfection, but for progress. Picture that project you've been thinking about. Now imagine what it could become if you started today. In 3 years, the future you will look back at this moment and say, I'm glad I did not wait.